I'm Mert Azizoğlu, and this is SEO in 2023.
Mert, what is your number one SEO tip for 2023?
Actually, the main logic of SEO has always remained the same, but my number one SEO tip for 23 will be the content relationship between the search intent.
Content relationship between search intent. Okay, so let's try and break that down. So, search intent, there's obviously different stages that people go through there as well. But let's try and unpack the content relationship that you're talking about there as well. So what do you mean by that?
Of course, I think first of all we should clarify what is algorithm updates and what is the latest update for us. Then we can define the content relationship between the search intent. And as I said before, the main logic of SEO has always remained the same, to give the both a fast and crawlable platform and to create useful content for the users, of course. For example, mobile first SEO has become important with the increase in using the mobile devices, and EAT guidelines have become important for users to access the correct information. And also, Core Web Vitals have become a part of our lives for users to access the correct information quickly with a good experience.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, with the increase in AI-based content, we met the helpful content update on the Google site in 2022. So I can say that the common point of those points is that the user can access the correct information with the best experience. That's why we need to pay attention to relationship between content and search intents.
Okay, access the correct information with the best experience. So how do you know that you're creating the best information, the correct information for the right user?
Actually, I have really good example for this one, and it's very basic one. For example, if you have a landing page that calculates something, you need to host a calculation tool in your landing page, in your content. And it is also important that your content mentions what is this calculation does and how it's used. So we need to explain the calculation details. We need to add calculation widget into the landing page because the users search for calculate something. So we need to give them the right information which is searching for.
Okay. And do we determine that ourselves? Do we rely on software tools to actually tell us the intent, the likely intent that people are having? Or do we look at the keyword phrase and look at the SERP to see what's already ranking for that and determine the content that we write based upon that?
Yeah, exactly. The search intent, the discovering the search intent based on the great keyword research. So first of all, you need to make your research very well.
Okay, so what's your process for great keyword research?
Of course, this is the roadmap for the finding the right search intent for your landing pages. You should start with the keyword research. Then you need to group all of your keywords. You can divide your keywords like transactional, informational, something like that.
And in terms of determining which keywords to go for, though, right at the beginning there, how do you go about doing that? Do you talk to maybe customer service or sales teams over an organization, or have conversations with customers? Do you go straight to software tools? If so, what software tools do you recommend for keyword research?
Yeah, actually, first of all, you need to know your target audience very well. Then you also need to know your direct competitors and side competitors as well, because you may know your direct competitors, but you need to check the SERPs, search engine result pages, for your site competitors from the SEO perspective. Then you can start with your keyword search by using some SEO tools like Ahrefs, SEMrush, or Keyword Planner.
Yeah, I like how you're distinguishing competitors into direct competitors and site competitors. So essentially, direct competitors would be businesses that sell similar products and services to what you do.
Exactly.
And then site competitors, obviously, people are ranking on the SERPs for the keywords that you want to target, but not necessarily in the same business.
Yes, exactly. You can have different competitors for your different landing pages. You can have a different competitor for your blog site. You can have different competitor for your service pages.
So, I mean, this all leads up to really creating high quality content targeted at the right users. So, in your experience, what is high quality content nowadays? And also, does high quality content change depending on what country or what industry you happen to be operating in?
Yeah, that's a good question. Actually, the high quality content based on the well designed landing page. Because, I mean, I'm just mentioning about the text content. You should support your content with supportive videos, supportive podcasts, or some widgets. You should follow the all steps to create a high quality content, and of course, you need to pay attention to search intent, to exact landing page. Then you can have high quality content. And nowadays, as you know, AI based contents improving day by day. So Google launched a helpful content algorithm to detect them and to evaluate them actually. And I'm curious about the next year's and what's expecting us for the content creation part.
I've spoken to many SEOs about AI content, and some SEOs hate AI content and would never consider recommending using AI content on any page in your website. Other SEOs perhaps may recommend just including it on minor pages without much traffic, just to have a quick way of creating enough words on a page. And some SEOs are happy to experiment with creating blog posts out of it. So what's your opinion about AI content and how we can effectively use it?
Yeah, actually, I'm in the second part. I'm in the second group. So it's not only creating the content, actually, you can create title and meta descriptions with the AI as well. So, for example, let's assume that you have a big e-commerce website and you have lots of product pages. And if you want to get indexed quickly, or if you want to reduce your work time, you can use AI, of course, for the creating titles and meta descriptions, even product details content.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how Google detects the content is AI based or not, but because it needs some NLP data, and of course Google has that data with the help of crawling and indexing as well. But I'm not a big fan, but I'm hopeful for the
You're
next
open
years
to
for
the
the AI
concepts, yeah.
content. Yeah,
You're
yeah,
not
of course.
against it, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I liked your idea of maybe just using it for maybe titles, maybe meta descriptions. So it's not necessarily the content that users would look directly at. And I guess you could argue that Google use whatever they want for the title of a page anyway. So even if you put
Yeah,
something in there, then they might be using something else in the SERP anyway.
exactly, exactly.
Okay. And you talked a lot about the importance of designing content for visitors. So, how do you produce content that actually puts the user experience first, but at the same time also ensure that you've got SEO in the back of the mind as well?
Actually, that's kind of CRO part, but of course we need to pay attention to the user experience as well. For the technical SEOs, we need to pay attention, and we should follow the steps for the Core Web Vital guidelines, of course. There is really, really good solutions, I mean, good softwares like PageSpeed Insights and Google Search Consoles, of course. We need to improve our websites experience according to Core Web Vital guidelines, and we can use some softwares like Hotjar, and we can measure our visitors interactions, and we can put the CTA, for example, we can put the CTA buttons to right part of our content, and we can measure our users' interactions, and we can optimize our content according to data, of course.
So does improving the UX of your website result in a measurable improvement for your SEO?
Yes, I mean, 5 or 6 years ago, it wasn't an issue, but now it's really, really important for us, for the SEO perspective, because users want to access the correct information very easily. You shouldn't put a lots of interstitials or pop-ups into your website. You should give the correct information to correct search query directly. That's why we should pay attention to user experience while user visiting our landing page.
Great thoughts. Great thoughts. Well, you certainly shared what SEOs should be doing in 2023. So now let's talk about what SEOs shouldn't be doing. So what's something that's seductive in terms of time, but ultimately counterproductive? What's something that SEOs shouldn't be doing in 2023?
Yeah, it is a difficult question as well, because actually we should keep the main logic still the same, and backlinks are still important for us. We should keep to analyze our backlinks, and internal links are also really, really important for us. While creating high quality content, we should combine that contents with another contents within the site. I mean, like if we create a blog post, of course, we should add some internal links to the important landing pages or homepage or something like that. And actually, we should keep doing what we are doing right now. And I don't have a specific counterpart.
So there's nothing that maybe SEOs have been doing in the past that maybe used to work quite well, but now you find them doing coming up to 2023 and is just not a good idea to be doing now?
Actually, in the past, I mean, we, for example, schema markups weren't really, really important for us in the past, of course, but now it is really important, and it is improving day by day. For example, if you are an e-commerce website, schema tags are becoming more and more important day by day, and it is important to make schema improvements to present to your product pages to both better as well. And in the past, we were thinking like the thin content means low word count, but in 2022, John Mueller has a statement about this one, and for example, he said that poor content isn't about word count. It's about relationship between search intent and landing pages. And that's why we should pay attention to high quality content as well.
Understood. Okay, so essentially what you're saying there is stop producing pages that have no obvious relationship with other things on your site. And you can assist with demonstrating what that relationship is by incorporating schema on your pages. And certainly if you're an e-commerce site, you're making a mistake by publishing product pages without any markup data on them.
Exactly. Basically, forget word counts and focus on the quality of content, and of course, support with the right schema markups.
Mert Azizoğlu is Senior Technical SEO at SEO Sherpa, and you can find him over at mertazizoğlu.com. Mert, thanks so much for being part of SEO in 2023.
Thanks for having me, David.
Get your copy of SEO in 2023, the book, over at seoin2023.com.